Windows laptop from Dell. This is their new flagship XPS 13, a nice and compact device here that makes very efficient use of its display real estate here, as you can see. We're going to be taking a closer look at this laptop in just a second. This one has an i7 processor, a 1065 G7 that has the Iris Plus graphics. So I think that's a very good investment for the future. You will get better graphical performance not only for games, but for video editing, video production, video capture, photo editing. Anything that's going to make use of the graphics system here will benefit from that uptick in performance, and I think that is a good investment to make. Now, the one they sent us has a 13-inch display. It's actually, I believe, 13.4 inches. And they have a few different options for it. So this one has the 1900 by 1200 resolution display. It also has touch built in. Because it has a touch panel on it, it's very shiny, as you can see, but they offer a less expensive display with the same resolution and brightness for a little bit less without touch, and it's a matte finish. So you might like that better if you don't need the touch option here. This one, because 1900 by 1200 in a small form factor really does have decent pixel density to it. Things look nice and sharp. In fact, I even turned up the Windows scaling here to make the icons and text bigger, and it looks really nice. Now, the 4K display will look a little nicer, but not that nicer, especially given that you're paying more for it. Going to have any brightness issues no matter what light you are in, and it's nice to see they have a wide range of choices available in display for this machine. Now, this one has 16 gigabytes of RAM installed. You cannot upgrade it, that RAM, especially as applications get more complicated over time. So definitely make that choice. The hard drive you can upgrade. It's an NVMe SSD, but that is the only upgradable thing that they have on the machine here. I believe this demo unit came with 512 gigs of storage for us to play. 0.65 pounds or 1.2 kilograms. The interior here will vary based on the color you choose, not only in color but in material. So the white one here has a glass fiber concoction, and the black one that they sell has a carbon fiber here on the keyboard deck. But both versions have a really nice rugged metal feel to them, very nicely constructed and designed. I'm very, very pleased overall with what they put together here. The display, as I mentioned, looks very nice at this resolution. The only thing you're going to notice if you are sensitive to this sort of stuff is a little bit of backlight bleed on the corner. I'm noticing it on this one here in the lower left. We saw a similar thing with their 2-in-1 version of this laptop, but otherwise the display looks really, really nice here. These vents as clear as you can to prevent things from getting too hot where it would feel the need to throttle down. Fan noise isn't offensive on this one. It does have a bit of a whine to it given how small everything is. I have not heard the fan kick on all that frequently when I am doing the basics, again, like web browsing and word processing, but you will hear it kick on, of course, when you've got games going and other things that really push the processor a bit harder. So it will get some fan noise, but they're doing a pretty good job here of keeping that fan off unless it's absolutely necessary. So no issues that I could find, at least on an initial boot, and everything seems to be running as nicely on the Linux side as it is on the Windows side. Not sure about the fingerprint reader, though. That'd be one thing you might have to do a little bit more digging onto for drivers and whatnot, but overall the Linux experience, at least on an initial look here, feels pretty good. And overall, I have to say, this is a nice laptop. It's nice and light, nice big screen, good performance, decent battery life, very nice industrial design on it as well. No complaints on this one beyond just a little bit of backlight bleed there in the corner. Otherwise, I think it's a very nicely constructed device.